Inside an odd-shaped cedar building in Horsham, Victoria, workers methodically extract seeds from plants which are preserved in vaults kept at a constant minus 22 degrees Celsius. The vaults, filled with 130,000 types of seeds, contain a living catalogue of Australia's agricultural history.
We have a lot of material here which can make the difference between people starving or not starving, and that's what it's about. It's financial security, it's food security, it's just having that surety around agricultural production that people are going to have enough to get by.
Sally Norton, who heads the Australian Grains Genebank, says the key can be found in a fraction of what's stored here: wild and ancient seeds which have evolved into highly adaptive species.
We have native plant species that grow here which could improve the productivity of sorghum for the world, so across Africa, Asia. Pigeon pea, same sort of thing. Rice as well. We've got really pure, unadapted, untapped resources here of wild species and ancient grains.
That's important in countries prone to wildfires, and as weather extremes become more common, it's also critical to meeting the needs of a rapidly growing global population.
We're going to have 9 billion people in a couple of decades away. Currently, we producing a certain amount of food, and to feed those people, we're expecting that we need to double those productions.
But those same climate extremes also pose a threat to Australia's wild species. And a lot of these wild species live in very specific or narrow environments. It's where they've learned to adapt over the years, which brings us to another very real threat to their existence, and that's urbanization. That's why there's an urgent effort underway to collect them here and across the globe.
I think we're scratching the surface on actually knowing where these ancient grains and wild species are in Australia, but I think we haven't even started to scratch the surface on the characteristics that they could provide to improving agricultural production around the world.
That's why Norton and many other researchers consider these wild seeds to be both an important part of agricultural history and a vital part of our future. Greg Navarro, CGTN, Horsham.